Creating a DSN. DSN stands for Data Source Name. This is what will be used either to import or link data to access from a different data source. DSN internally configures a specific ODBC driver for connectivity. For example, you could create different DSNs for connecting to different data sources, one for Excel files and one for text files, and so on. You are now going to learn about creating a machine data source from inside Access 2007. To create new machines, DSN, click on the External tab. Then, click on the More button on the Import group. Now click on the ODBC database. Access 2007 opens the Get External Data ODBC database dialog box. Select the Import the source data into a new table in the current database option and click the OK button. This opens the Select Data Source dialog box. Select the Machine Data Source tab by clicking on it. Click on the New button. Access displays the Create a New Data Source wizard. Select System Data Source, applies to this machine only, and click the Next button. Access displays a list of the available ODBC drivers on your system. As we will be connecting to an SQL Server instance, scroll down and choose SQL Server and click Next. Access confirms that you are ready to create a system data source for the driver you specified. Click Finish to continue further. Access displays the Create a New Data Source to SQL Server wizard. Please enter Test SQL as the name of the data source. Please enter SQL DSN Testing as the description. Since we will be connecting to the local SQL Server instance, please enter Vishwakarma in the server box. VISHWAKARMA. Please note that this would change according to the name that you had given during the installation of the SQL Server. Click Next to continue. Leave the authentication credentials to the defaults as mentioned in the screen. Click Next to continue. Click on the Change the Default Database to checkbox. From the drop-down available, please select Adventure Works Database. Click Next to continue. Then click Finish to complete the creation. Access now displays a final confirmation dialog box with a list of the settings you choose. Click the Test Data Source button to verify that Access can make a valid connection using your settings. If the test runs successfully, click OK to create your new data source. Click OK to close this dialog box. Now you are back to the Select Data Source dialog box. You should now be seeing a new entry in the Machine Data Source tab. It's called Test SQL. Click OK to close this dialog box. Click Cancel to close the Import Object dialog box. Having created the DSN, the few lessons would help you to understand importing and linking of data in detail. For all the chapters discussed here, it is presumed that you do have an installed and working version of SQL Server 2005, as well as Microsoft Office 2007.